Kayla and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we are transforming ourselves into fortune tellers. I had so much fun creating this look today. All you really need is a purple eyeshadow, a black eyeshadow, and some glitter. All of these accessories I found laying around my house aside from this little septum thing. I got it on Amazon. It's a fake septum that just goes to your regular ear piercing. Super cool. Everything that I use in today's video will be linked in the description box down below, as well as all of my social medias. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm doing here is taking my Revolution Pro Blur Stick and putting this all over my face. This is great for minimizing the appearance of your pores. I'm just taking my fingers and tapping it in to make sure it's good and pressed in. Now I'm taking my Becca matte primer and placing this all over my face on top of the Revolution primer just to make sure it's extra mattifying. Now I'm using my Maybelline Superstay foundation, putting some on the back of my hand and taking my Kimchi Chic sponge and just buffing it onto my face. I'm basically doing what I would typically do on any other day. The base is basically the same as my typical base routine. Now I'm just blending this in. I like a full coverage base. You can really do whatever you'd like. You can do your base however you want to. This is just how I'm doing my base. Now I'm taking my Colourpop No Filter Matte Concealer and placing it underneath my eyes and then blending it right out with the same sponge that I used for the foundation. Now I'm taking some of the concealer on my chin, around my mouth, and around my nose creases and blending it out. And I'm just taking some on my nose and on my forehead and underneath my eyebrows just to highlight those areas. Now I'm taking some of my Beauty Bakerie Flour, aka setting powder, and setting underneath my eyes and around my nose just so we can have everything locked in nicely. Now I'm taking some of my Marc Jacobs bronzer and placing this right where my ear meets my nose and just bronzing up my face a bit. And I'm also going to be taking some of this bronzer onto my forehead and just bronzing up that area as well. And some on my jawline too. This is typically what I do almost every day. Now I'm taking some of my Cover FX blush in the shade Soft Peach and just putting this on my cheeks. You can use whatever bronzer, whatever blush you want to. This is just what I'm using for today's video. And I'm taking some of the bronzer on my nose and just doing a quick little contour moment. Now I'm just dusting off the excess powder. Now I'm taking some of my P. Louise eyeshadow primer base and a Laura Los Angeles concealer brush and applying the base to my actual eyelids. I really love this eyeshadow primer base. I feel like it really helps keep the eyeshadows in place and prevents any sort of creasing and makes them look extra vibrant. I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. I'm placing the eyeshadow primer with the brush and then blending out with my sponge just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm taking my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and brushing out my eyebrows and then lightly filling them in. This is my typical everyday routine. I love this eyebrow pencil so much. It's such a good one. If you haven't tried it out, I would highly recommend it. Now I'm taking my Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette and taking the shade Slasher on a little Laura Los Angeles L18 brush and packing this all over my eyelid. This is going to be the main color of our eye look today. I'm just packing this purple on all over the eye. and taking a fluffy Morphe brush and blending it out. I'm blending this out past my eyebrow and onto my temple. We really want to get that nice smudgy, smoky sort of look here today. So I'm just blending this out as far as I can. And I'm just packing it on some more and blending it out on the other eye, packing it on, blending it out. Now I'm taking some more of my setting powder and placing it underneath my eye because I'm going into my Juvias Place the Warrior 2 palette and taking the black shade and placing this on the outer corner of my eye and blending it out like I blended out the purple shade. This black shade is absolutely amazing. However, there is quite a bit of fallout with it. We are going for a smudgy, smoky look today. However, we don't want fallout getting all over the rest of our face. So I'm just using this setting powder as a barrier in between my face and the eyeshadow that's gonna fall out. Now I'm just blending out the black shade with a fluffy Morphe brush, blending it out just like I blended out the purple color. Now I'm taking a Wet n Wild multi-use stick and I'm using this as an eyeliner for my lower waterline. This is going to give us that really cool smoky effect. Now I'm taking some of the purple shade from the Nikki Tutorials palette and just stamping it on the lower lash line and then dragging it down and dragging it out a bit as well with a fluffy Luxie brush. Now I'm taking the black shade and stamping it on the lower lash line as well and dragging it down and dragging it up where I put the black shade on the upper lid. And I'm just doing the exact same thing on the other eye. Now, I'm not going to be using a eyeliner today, so I'm taking the black shade on a flat definer brush and using it as an eyeliner. You don't have to be perfect with this or anything like that since we have a very smoky, dragged out eye look today. I'm just lightly stamping this all along the lash line. Now we're going in for glitter. So I don't have any glitter glue. However, I do have eyelash glue. One trick you can do is take eyelash glue and some water and make your own glitter glue with it. So that is what I did today. Now I'm just taking the NYX glitter and placing it on the inner corner of my eye where I put the glue. And I'm just using a flat Morphe concealer brush for this. Now I'm taking some of the glue concoction that I made and I'm making a long stretched out triangle on my face and taking the glitter and just pressing it on where I put the glue. We're going for that sort of glitter tear effect today, and this is really going to help make the look come together. Now I'm just taking the glue and mixing it with some water and placing it on the other eye. I'm drawing out a long dragged out triangle and stamping the glitter right where I made the triangle. Now I'm taking some of my NYX glitter eyeliner in the shade Crystal Ball, and I'm just using this as a sort of extra dimension glitter. You don't have to do this. I just did this just to add a little bit more glitter because, hey, you can never have enough glitter, am I right? Now I'm taking my Lancome mascara and just doing my eyes like I would typically do any other day. You don't have to use this mascara. You can use whatever mascara you want. I'm just applying this to my eyelashes like I typically do. Now I'm taking some rhinestones and I'm placing them on the very inner corner of my eye just to add that extra effect. Now I'm taking some eyelashes that I got at a costume store a couple of years ago and placing them on my eyes. And for lips, I'm using my Kylie Cosmetics Sailor Collection liquid lipstick and lip liner. You don't have to use this. This is just a dark neutral color I had on deck today, and I'm just doing my lips like I typically would. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I just went ahead and put on a scarf, some big earrings, and I found this thing on Amazon for like $5 and I put it on and here you go. We're fortune tellers. I also have my skeleton head here and some tarot cards and we're fortune tellers now. This look was super fun to create. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Everything that I used in today's video will be linked in the description box down below, as well as all of my social medias. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye. I am Cleopatra Fortune, and your future is leopard. Si, senor.
Now what are you supposed to do?
It'll all come together at the end.
Okay.